Okay, guys, this is it. Kind of waited a long time for this, but we finally have more news on Breath of the Wild 2. It's kind of exciting. E3 was yesterday, and you know what? I wasn't expecting too much. I was just like, it's been 2 years, but it's still obviously a beefy game. And we only got the one trailer. And I was like, I didn't know what to expect. Are they going with the underground theme? Like, what sort of direction are they going? But with what they showed, man, that was pretty impressive. Like, I love like the whole just aerial, just the elevation to the map. Like, wow, just the sky islands, the Zonai magic. That's just like, that's so cool. So you know what? We're still so new on that. Literally just not even a day ago, really. So thought we would kind of play some Breath of the Wild and talk about it today. So a little twist on what we usually do every Wednesday because it's brand new. Also, I noticed my chat box is off screen. I forgot to re-enable that. So we'll do that. Boom. Okay, awesome. But everyone, welcome to the stream today. This will be pretty fun. We can talk a lot about it. Any predictions you guys have, we can talk about. We could probably honestly maybe watch a trailer again, like point out like some details and stuff like that as we're kind of going along and discussing. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. You think there'll be some underground, but mostly in the sky? That's a good point, Adam. Yeah, like I feel like mostly for the game, like there'll be like some like dungeons, and the whole like balance of the game is going to be, mostly in the sky. And a lot of the exploration is going to be a lot more open, so probably faster ways to travel, like flying. But to balance it out, there's going to be a lot more underground stuff where it's more just close quarter sort of traversal. But yeah, so that'll be pretty, awesome. So yeah, anyways, welcome.
Welcome.
We were kind of in this area. Also, yes, sorry. Viv is here too. Viv's on the side. We're gonna be talking. Yes.
Yeah. Hibachi Stream Takeover Part 2. Guardians galore.
Yes. Oh my god. So we were kind of here. Lots happened since this came out. So, I guess we have the amiibo boomerang, which is kind of nice. And what else do we have? Sword upgraded. We have big Oran sword. We just got good luck with the amiibo, so probably do some more today as we're just kind of going about it. Rhino beetles? I didn't even know he's saying about rhino beetles. Is Beetle going to be in the sequel? You know what? Come to think of it, Beetle's like in the land here. But in Skyward Sword he had the air shop. What if he's actually like an air merchant next time? I don't know. That could just be a cool thing because they're probably going to remix some past things. So I'm not going to trade with you like that.
You're not going to trade with him. Look how sad he is now.
I know.
Do you think Beetle's going to come back? He's the most important character.
He should. I mean, he's been in so many other games too. So, like Wind Waker, he did the boats. Skyward Sword, he did the flying ones. So,
yeah.
I could see a Beetle airship in the next game.
I like this flying shop. I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
Also, it's funny because if you didn't buy anything, he kicked you off.
Oh my god, I know. It's so
He's like, I'm carrying all your weight just to look.
Thank you, Tree Tips, for the $2 donation. Please add feature to pet the dogs. Yes. I mean, they have to. Like, they definitely took note of that. Of all the fan criticisms of the first game, petting the dogs is just very important one to add. So, and you gotta add cats too, obviously. If you have dogs, it's just like, cats will be fitting for the sequel. If cats were in Twilight Princess, they can be in this. So.
Yeah, the cats are cute.
I know.
Oh no, don't use sword.
No sword. Yeah. Master Sword. Yes.
Do you think you're gonna get it like early in the game in Breath of the Wild 2 or what?
You know what? It's kind of weird that you mentioned that because the Master Sword, like, I guess it was in the arm he was carrying, like in the trailer, but like some people were saying that the Master Sword, like, I don't know, it's kind of a far-fetched theory, but just like it being like infused with him because like it ate at that arm, so it's like he had the Master Sword with him at that time. He probably had it out, so like, is that why he's all like tattooed? Like, did he just lose it then and it just happened to hit that arm? But like, I don't know, maybe he just got lost again. You have to find it. It could just be that
like,
too.
I feel like whatever they do with his arm is probably going to be like obviously super important to the plot, just like what happened. But also it could be like if he has like part of the Triforce with him. Like,
yeah.
maybe that did something. And like, then where's the sword go?
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably just the fact, like, some people are saying like infusion thing, like it just like if that was the case, he would have to make a new Master Sword. I don't know how they're gonna do it. There's just so many callbacks to even just like Skyward Sword with the Sky Islands, and there's a good reason why it's coming out. We're getting Skyward Sword HD so people can play, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of tie-ins, even with a lot of the architecture present within, the trailer compared to Skyward Sword. Like, even that one boss enemy kind of looks like it was pulled from Skyward Sword. So pretty neat stuff. Also, thank you, Mr. Stonks, for the membership. I appreciate that. And thank you, Linky, for the $20. I am here. It's been a while. Has been a while. Nice to see ya. But thank you so much. Wow. I've been just kind of surfing around talking about it. You know what? Because there's just a lot. I'm like, roaming around Hyrule, I'm just so fixated on the thoughts of the sequel now. Just having to look up and just islands everywhere. So I guess the way they're going to do it, because obviously if you reuse the same world, this is kind of one of my initial worries with, well, the sequel is that like, there's talks of them using like the same worlds, heavily altering it, and I'm like, how do you make that interesting? Like Breath of the Wild was so interesting because the world's amazing, and a lot of that's going to be kind of reused, even if it's like done differently. And I guess one of the big things is, yeah, there's going to be the sky and the underground. So when you have the whole like sky sort of thing, like obviously there's going to be some sort of better flight mechanic besides just, you know, downwards paragliding. So that's going to make it so you can traverse the world faster. So it is remixed. A lot more new areas you can go, but it doesn't feel stale because you can travel easier without having to rely on like wind bombs like this game. But I guess it's one way to make it more interesting. A lot of new enemy types, like we saw the Talus that the Bokoblins ride. So that could be like an enemy fort that could chase you like around the map. Like what if the Talus is like move faster than normal and actually like it's like a walking fortress. So probably going to be better like movement mechanics so you can travel these parts better that are half well known and half, you know, in the sky. And then I'm guessing a lot of the underground stuff is going to be like new dungeons that take place here that were just, you know, unseen areas pretty much of this world. And that's how they're going to spin it, because you really don't see a lot of the underground in this game. I think they're taking full advantage of that. So yeah, that'll be kind of cool. I missed a bug or something. I have a weird habit of cutting grass and then just, I don't even tell what is there. Lizard? Okay. And a cricket that's way too far.
I feel like the overworld is going to be a lot more chaotic than like this.
Yeah. I feel like it has to be. Like it's like...
Yeah, like it makes more sense too, but also part of me is going to like kind of miss like how calm it is at times. It just like staring at the scenery. But like it fits what the game is like trying to do.
Yeah. And then again, they have to give the second game a different vibe. Otherwise, if it's the same like, you know, just kind of happy, you know, chill vibe, like it's not gonna be, it's gonna feel too much like a DLC of this game or like a big fan expansion.
Yeah, exactly.
They have to give it a different feel.
That's why it makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like bigger in terms of like the world itself by like a lot, or
I mean,
because
you have the same world's map. Yeah, so it's like you're adding that upper dimensions, and like a lot of those areas exist on their own. Like, you know, when you're up in the sky, you're probably gonna be just in the sky region, so you feel like new areas in the map. I feel like that's why they did that, because like takes place in the same world, but those areas are so big you can explore them and just be lost in those areas for hours.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
I feel like that's why they did it. But these areas, like the overworld, it's like you travel through them fast, and you you know, I don't know, probably some new type of vehicle or something, because I mean, the way I see it, if you have well, sorry, I need to cut my thought off for a second because I just thought of something. There was a bunch of people that talked about the possible addition of like some sort of like loft wing like bird mechanic in Breath of the Wild 2, which I initially thought was just kind of like, okay, you know, it just seems like a little bit too absurd. But then again, now that we see how like aerial focus, there's going to be some sort of like air transport. Like what if there's some sort of loft wing sort of thing again? Like I'm really just thinking about that now. I had to cut off my own point for that. And considering that, like, you know, there's always Skyward Sword HD coming out and there's a loft wing amiibo, there could be some tie-in with that, because Twilight Princess HD, which came out a year before this game, there was a Wolflink amiibo, and you could summon Wolflink in this game with it. So
You want Wolflink now?
Wolflink now, yes. Can you
Also,
get that?
hi Sean.
Hi.
He first said hi.
Oh, hi. Yes. Thank you. The amiibos are right behind my green screen. I always forget to grab them, and we always scan them in every time too. So, yeah.
What other ones do you want?
The ones you brought out last time. Thank you.
Oh, which ones are those?
We've been getting lucky now with the amiibo scans. So, Ocarina, Majora's Mask,
The one with the mask.
Wind Waker's, yeah, just those ones. That's how we got the Seabreeze Boomerang and the Big Orange Sword. Like, we never got these in normal playthroughs because the drop chances are so low. It's like, on average, like 2-ish%. I forgot the exact number. But it's like a weird, like, algorithm that calculates it.
Do you want anything else?
That'll do. Yeah, so I guess for the amiibo functionality for Breath of the Wild 2, like, the Skyward Sword Loftwing amiibo could have some sort of bigger tie-in, because the Wolflink amiibo is the one that came out before Breath of the Wild, like the last one, and it has probably the biggest use. So, you know what? Considering Skyward Sword HD's coming out the year before, could be some sort of tie-in. That'd be really, really cool, and I'm pretty excited. So,
Amiibos.
where's the death counter? You're right. Amiibos. Thank you. amiibos. We'll scan these in while we talk and stuff too, because you know what? Where are we? It's just like a death counter somewhere.
Death count a lot. You know, I didn't kill you last time.
You didn't kill me?
No, last time I didn't die. I just used all your fairies.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I
when you played
literally
last, you used a lot of my
every single
fairies.
fairy.
When we were playing last week, yeah. Okay. There we go. Well, we got the death counter, so thank you for reminding me. 73 shameful deaths, but only increased once in the last, like, long time. We can get dragons. Oh my god. We need, we're still trying to max out in this file, for those of you just tuning in. So we got Dinrel, Scale, Dinrel, Fang. So anything but a Scale, pretty much. Might as well just do more of these while he passes. That's what's kind of staying in the area, so. Horn?
Yeah. Because I like when they glow during the one side quest.
Where's the horn?
The horn?
What button's the horn?
That
Oh,
one.
I thought you meant for the motorcycles. Like, I just got on your, like, the horn, and I'm like, there's a horn?
Yeah, beep beep.
Beep beep. I need a beep beep horn.
I was like, what are you talking about?
You said horn when I got on my motorcycle, so I was like, oh. My mind completely went off Dragon for a second,
Yeah,
so.
the other horn door.
Okay. Thank you. Actually, I'm gonna go for Fang, because that's harder to get.
Okay.
So.
And you're right by his face, so you might as
Yeah,
well.
like Fang is literally harder than get the horn, even though it's not as good. But I need 2 of each to max out the wild set, so.
Peepees! Did you shoot his mouth?
Yeah, it's like there.
That was his nostril. Dragon nostril.
No, it's close enough.
You don't want dragon nostril.
Oh. Will there be dragons in the sequel?
Oh no!
I don't know. Do you think there's gonna be dragons in the sequel? Like,
I hope so.
I feel like it could still be there, it could still work, but it's like they're still trying to give the game its own identity a lot, so I don't know. Also, oh, there. I was about to be like, I don't know where it landed. I just assumed down here because very rarely does it actually go up.
Yeah, that's true.
What is that? Is that a
Mushroom?
oh mushroom?
Mushy!
It just looked. You just saw like the top. It was like a dot and like
Mushy.
mushies.
Yeah.
There we go. 2 fangs. So now we need 2 horns and 2 claws. So the horns and claws are just weirder to get, honestly. So.
Is that Wolf Link?
Wolf Link?
Yeah.
Yes, this is Wolf Link. No. Oh, that time the wind helped me. Thank you.
The square one got it.
The square one, because they're a bit more resilient to the outside. At least I think so, just by a little bit. I mean, obviously you can't roll. I guess about runes though, the interesting thing, like, I'm guessing it won't have like a rune mechanic, but the next closest thing it's gonna have is the glowing hand. So in the trailer you saw Link, he used what seemed to be at first a stasis ability, but after I actually got to process it more, it seemed to be like a time reversal sort of thing. So it looked really cool, and I think that's going to replace like the Sheikah Slate, because we didn't see the Sheikah Slate in any of the trailers, and it makes sense that it's getting phased out because, like, you know, it's a sequel, it can't have all the same mechanics. But the time reversal thing seems to be that game's version of stasis, which is very cool. You can like reverse times for like a boulder that's rolling and then re-roll out some enemies, so which is nice considering just even all the times in this game that there's like boulders rolling at you from enemy camps. It's like you can send them back at them. So that's kind of neat. Nope. Also, I hope it still has Master Sword beams because I kind of abuse them a lot.
Do you think the fighting style is gonna stay the same? Like, you know, like the stasis and stuff like that, and like bullet time. Do you think that's gonna stay the same?
Yeah, so it might still have those. I feel like out of all the mechanics, it might keep flurries, bullet times, and parries. It just there's gonna be so many different weapon types. Which I guess like led me to another thing, because like you guys saw that flamethrower shield in the trailer. Like well, at first I thought it was his hand, but it's just like, or just like a device, but it's like if you zoom in closer, you can evidently see it's a shield with a dragon head on it, like a Zonai one, and it shoots fire. So I'm guessing there might be some sort of things with like a weapon attachment sort of mechanic. Either you attach things like in your menu or like a workshop or something like that. So that could change the combat a lot. That flamethrower is just one of them. Maybe they could play out more like Zelda items, but you know, some sort of attachment thing, and maybe then the right bumper can be repurposed instead of just always just a throw button, because like it is probably the least used, because it's like it's helpful for some things, but just like that could be repurposed for like new items and stuff. So I feel like those could change the combat style a lot. But in terms of like other things, like I feel like they might keep flurries, parries, and bullet time out of anything.
Well,
like,
you know what?
yeah.
If his arm is a shield, then like, what's the purpose of finding shields in like the overworld, and like what happens to the Hylian shield too?
His arm's not a shield. He just had a shield in the trailer.
Oh.
Yeah, his right arm is his glowing hand, and his left arm is just normal.
But I thought the right arm could also be a shield.
No. Can it?
I don't know. I was confused the entire time, so you can't ask me.
It's okay. It's a lot. Like, you know, I know some people did trailer analyses. I was personally waiting because, like, obviously there's a lot to analyze. A lot of people are looking from, like, a story perspective, which is cool, which I'm excited for. You know, there's a lot of the Zonai stuff, so, like, the green magic. So a lot of connections between, you know, the Zonai stuff in this game. Also, we got that dog snipe. That was kind of nice. But, you know, just so we can, like, all of it refresh, I think we're going to just watch it. I can pull it up on my stream again, and maybe we can watch it all the way through, and then I can point out several things that are just kind of cool. And yeah, the shield is a flamethrower. I know you can't really see it in the first time. Like, the first couple times I watched it, like, it just goes by really fast. It's all just, you know, a second or two at most, all these shots. So we're going to swap to it. Let's actually not do that here.
Oh, yes, he said that, did you hear they have a title for Breath of the Wild 2 already, but they don't want to give anything away yet?
Yes, that's interesting, because last time they had, like, a whole big, like, trailer for, you know, a Breath of the Wild game that wasn't just the teaser. They gave the name right away, like the first big E3 trailer for Breath of the Wild, the end of it said Breath of the Wild, but I guess, yeah, the only reason why we don't have the names is because it probably just spoils, and I just assume they're just, you know, just a way to hype us up. We just see all this crazy, like, you know, green magic stuff and floating islands, and it's like, don't give away the name, because we have no clue the context, like, what happened after Breath of the Wild. Like, Ganondorf's doing some freaky stuff, everything just is rising. Ganondorf's too spicy, so all the hot stuff's just rising. There we go. That's the theme of the game. They just don't want to tell us deliberately.
Yeah, it's like, if they said the title is gonna give away, like, parts of what's gonna happen, I guess, or just, like, a general idea of it, because, like, obviously Breath of the Wild is about, like, being in the wild.
It's about more the theme than the actual object.
But it's like, if they're hiding it, well, obviously they are hiding the title, but it's like, if they're just, like, you know, keeping it secret still for now, like, what do you even think, like, it could possibly be?
Yeah. And I guess it's interesting the way that's done. First, I want to get this dragon, because I hear it.
Because, like, think about the other Zelda titles. It's like, you know, like Ocarina of Time, or like Majora's Mask, or like Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
And then, what was the other one?
Phantom Hourglass. It's all like an item in the game.
Like A Link Between Worlds. Like, I mean, that one was kind of like punny, but also like,
yeah.
It's like, haha, Link, that's a knee slapper.
Yep.
Also,
literally though.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I feel like the titles are always like one of the most exciting parts of the game, just because, like, the title's important. It's like reading a book for the first time, or like the movie.
You're only so little information on it. Also, why am I not getting this hand?
Yeah, it's like when I heard WandaVision, and I was like, what's that? And you're like, people, and I was like, who?
Oh my god. I mean, you know, it's nice when a title's just off like a theme like that. Like, I like how Breath of the Wild wasn't like an object, because it just like, it was a nice breakup. Like, this game's more iconic for its theme than like an actual object sort of thing.
If it was titled like WandaVision and it was just Zelda Link.
Zelda Link, yes. I mean, it'll be the most accurate title to the entire series.
Yeah.
If the entire series could have one title, it would be Zelda Link. So.
Yeah, we're gonna call
a bad title.
Wild 2 Zelda Link now.
Very good, just because it has those characters.
Zelda Link.
And speaking of Zelda, like, you only saw the beginning of that trailer. People said she fell into a hole and died, but you can kind of zoom in and just see it was like the Hyrule Castle moat. I'm pretty sure it's just the Hyrule Castle moat, because like, I'm guessing the original trailer took place underground, and then the castle rose like it did in the trailer, and then Zelda fell into the moat. So, or maybe to another underground space, who knows, but no, I don't think she's dead. That was like one theory going around, but like, nah. But yeah, about the titles though, so I was just thinking about that. I guess like, yeah, it's kind of funny that a lot of the titles, well, first, like, the alliteration's kind of funny, like Wind Waker, WW, Skyward Sword, Majora's Mask. I feel like that was just kind of like a common little...
Oh yeah, don't forget Ocarina of Time.
Close, okay. Ocarina of, the time's unimportant.
Yeah, exactly,
so.
Ocarina of. They did it.
The time's unimportant because it's, yeah, just, you know, Ocarina of.
A link between links.
Sometimes it's alliteration, just a funny coincidence. But oh well. Noteworthy nonetheless.
Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening.
Yeah, it's French.
Very good. Oh my god.
Link's
Took a second to cook in my brain.
Very good. Is that Viv? Yeah.
It is Viv, yes.
Me! Hi.
Bad Breath of the Wild, yes. Just actual breath.
No.
Okay. Yeah, not every title is alliteration. I just feel like it's funny how half the 3D ones are alliterations, so.
I can tell that you like the girl you're talking to. I hope so.
Yes, I hope so. I really do. Ouch. You know.
No,
Oh.
you stinky.
Just 8%.
Yeah.
That's how high I can count apparently. So.
8% stonk.
Stonk. Whoop. Ooh, I hopped over him. Just dunked on him. Oh, the tree's like partially cut.
Oh yeah, what do you think they're gonna do with the amiibos? I hope they're really cute.
Oh yeah, a new amiibos.
Short hair Zelda.
They might do short hair Zelda.
That'd be so cute.
Okay, also I can't get my hopes up too high for a lot because the fact that we got that many for Breath of the Wild is like a lot. Like, when was the last time we got a game with that many amiibos? Like,
Okay. Well,
I feel like that's the only time we got
the
besides like
champion
amiibo.
ones make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Just to have them there, plus like Link and Zelda.
Yeah, but it's like even other games like they get like 2 amiibos at most.
I guess, but
Like-
it's like a big ticket title.
I mean, Odyssey got 3, and Breath of the Wild got 9.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna get a bunch of amiibos again? Because like,
They might, maybe not 9, because like if they do it, they might do, I don't know, because they might not do DLC, because they did DLC amiibos, like 4 DLC amiibos, technically, because
DLC ones.
all the champions.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, those didn't come out till like later
Wait,
that
so
year.
what were the original 5 then? It was-
Guardian Bokoblin, Link Rider, Link Archer, and Zelda.
I'm surprised they did 2 Link ones.
Yeah,
With it.
I guess just like the horse, because the horse is like the main sort of
Yeah,
thing on that one.
and like, the Archer one just looks cool.
Archer one does look cool, yeah. I like them all. Amiibos are just awesome. So I guess maybe just loot drops. It's like, you know what? As much as I'm thinking in the realm of Breath of the Wild, it's like, what are they gonna change? Like, we haven't seen any gameplay, so like, it could even be like different UI and stuff. You know, like maybe kind of similar. Because like, obviously, there's more of a magic theme. Maybe there might be more like engraved stuff. Might like change up like the fonts and like stuff like that, just to make it have a slightly different feel. I don't know. I mean, they didn't do that with Majora's Mask, but like, Majora's Mask was literally a rushed game using so many assets from Ocarina of Time that was made in a year. So I don't know, they might do something different like the UI and stuff. Even if they keep it the same, it would still be, I feel like there's still enough differences with that game. Like, even if stylistically, one of the biggest things I noticed that's different besides just the new content is with the Malice. If you notice, Malice is just very goopy and kind of sad in this game. And in the sequel, it looks like evil looking. It has like, like just personality to it,
Yeah,
just the
like,
way it
it's
like
not
moves around.
pink, like
Yeah,
in
it's
this
just
game.
really harsh and like
I mean, I like the
callous.
pinks, but still.
Yeah, it's more goopy in this game, where it's just more like actually malicey, like actual
more
malice.
Evil looking.
Yeah. So in comparison, it's like, oh my god, yeah, night and day, really. We're gonna get this Korok, wherever it is. Hopefully this one was one I just didn't remove. I think it is, because I feel like I've been over here.
Yeah, the trailer
okay.
looks really cool in terms
We
of
did
just
get
like
that
the
one.
style that they did it, and like, I don't know,
Slam
like
down.
everything about it was just very like artistically well done.
Yeah.
Especially with the opening shot, you know how it's completely dark and then
Oh.
he starts out in the sky.
Yeah.
Like, when it's moving downwards, you think it's gonna continue down. But then it's
Nope.
like, literally being in the sky was the last thing that anyone probably could have thought of.
Yeah, like what? Like, because all we've seen was underground. So like that was the biggest shock. Because like for 2 years we known Breath of the Wild 2 underground, but like that turnaround was really something.
Exactly.
Like
Also,
I was blown away.
he brought up the idea that you can switch between like Link and Zelda, like when she falls, like you play as her to like get on the cave or whatever she is.
Oh, like okay.
So like, what if that like?
It's like in between chapters or something.
Yeah, like what if there's like specific parts where like you play as her instead?
That would be so for like little story segments. I would love that. That reminds me exactly of the old Paper Mario games. For those of you who played them, like those are like big games that are known to do that. Like between every chapter, there's like a little Peach segment where you play as Peach inside like the castle until you actually find her later in the game. So I feel like they could pull something like that. So yeah, that'd be cool for like little story segments between like chapters, and especially if this game plays out a bit more like the original games, where it's like. I'm saying chapters like loosely. The chapters are never called chapters, but like older Zelda games, it's like overworld stuff, dungeon, boss, and then that's like the end of that chapter. So I feel like it might be structured a bit more like that because it just fits that there's going to be like underground areas and popular dungeons. So in between each of those could be a little story segment and then a little more progress in the Zelda side of things, and eventually you reunite. So that's a really cool idea. I kind of just went all speculation mode with that, but that could be cool. Yeah. Oh, he still had one more, at least. More than one, or two. Woo! Stop the regen, it's annoying. Stop! Yeah, jump off the cliff, I dare ya. Oh. Well, there goes the ores I wanted.
That's okay.
It's okay. We're gonna kill this guy, then I want to watch the trailer again, because
You want the
it's
trailer?
hype. It's just hype.
Are you gonna go frame by frame?
No, we'll watch it, and then I'll probably pause it a couple things afterwards. Because it's just like, I have to. It's been too many hours since I watched it. Like, I need to watch it again.
What do you think of Link's arm, of like how it looked like that?
So cool, man. That arm design is so awesome. Like, we kind of saw in the first trailer like 2 years back, but like, wow, that close up, just that green magic looks awesome. Like how this game focused on like the blue Sheikah magic, like just like when you teleport away or in the shrines, it looked really cool. Like, this game's gonna be the green magic, which, yes, I love even more, honestly. Like, that's so cool. Like, advanced technology, but magic. Yes, please. This is all I signed up for, and we're getting everything and more. I feel like just these past 2 games have really just blown us away with the trailers. Like, when the Breath of the Wild trailer came out, it's like, how was anyone supposed to expect that? And then the sequel, it's like, we did not expect that. And like, we know this game's amazing, but like the surprise of reaction that, you know, everyone got from it, just because of like, how do you elevate from a game like this? Apparently they are. And you know what? I think everyone likes this direction change, or this evolution rather. It looks really awesome. So yeah, I'm excited.
Because like, since I didn't start playing Breath of the Wild until like
2 years after release? Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like December-ish of 2018.
Yeah, so almost 2 years.
Yeah. So it's like, because I missed all the different stuff.
Yeah. That's okay.
To like see stuff now, just like, whoa, like, what's this?
Yeah. That's why it's cool to talk about the Breath of the Wild hype, because it's like, not everyone was there for it, because, you know, this game brought in a lot of new fans.
That's true, because like, a lot of people had this as their first game.
Yeah. Oh, of course, because the Switch is so popular, too.
Yeah, and like, this is a good game, too. And like, it's not a bad first game.
Very good
like,
first game. It's its own. It really stands on its own. Like, people, you can like this game, not like the other games. You could like the other games, not like this game. But it really stands on its own. But both are amazing. So, been a huge Zelda fan before this, and even bigger one after this. So.
Do you think they're gonna do like shrines and stuff again, or?
No, I hope they don't do shrines. Like, if they do.
Kind of annoying, not gonna lie.
I thought they were fine for the context of this, because it's like it focused so much on the world, but the shrines are just kind of like little tidbits of like something. But it's like, that was a neat concept for this game, but they have to go something like more integrated with the next one, because it's like, we need like dungeons. Like, it worked for this game with the theme of like, you know, being over like up in like the wild, and then like the advanced technology segments. Like, I was okay with that. I wish some of the shrines wouldn't have been as repetitive. Like, we didn't need as many tests of strengths and blessings, but the puzzle ones are neat. Yeah, that's just how I, you know.
Yeah, I feel like if they do the dungeons, it's gonna be a lot more unique compared to each other.
Yeah.
So hopefully it is like that. So nice. And like, do you think it's too?
Oh yeah, they wouldn't be Divine Beasts. Like, it would be more probably in like traditional line, but like bigger. So like, a bit more openness. You can solve, you know, think about more like verticality when climbing, and you know, not just normal Zelda style or just kind of basic movement mechanics. Like, it's gonna use a lot of the Breath of the Wild integrated movements.
Who was with you? Me.
Vivachi, the bot.
Yeah, the bot.
So much wheat. I got 3 wheat from that. Like, I am living. We're gonna make so much bread with this.
You make bread?
Bread needs to be in the sequel. Also, yeah, I'm guessing there's still gonna be cooking. Maybe slightly reworked, so like hearty foods aren't as OP. Probably like some things like that. Where like hearty foods can give temporary hearts, but only if you have like so many, and like it actually is worthy. Cause like, I'm sorry, but cooking one little hearty food and restoring like 30 hearts is kind of OP, considering you can just keep doing that, and it makes other food kind of obsolete. So probably some balancing things like that. I mean, obviously that just seems normal, but like hearty food's pretty damn OP in this game, so they're probably gonna change that. And also things like wind bombs, like I'm guessing bombs aren't gonna be a thing, because it's like there's gonna be new abilities, because they're gonna make it feel different. We're saying earlier they're probably only gonna keep like flurries and
most likely
all the time, yeah.
No more.
If they do.
No more glitches.
No more glitches. There'll be new glitches.
I know. I'm
Time reversal.
To see what people do with all the new
God.
glitches.
Yeah, because like wind bombs, there's a lot of flight related glitches, because like big world, people want it. See, sorry, need to cut off my own thought for this. But yeah, obviously with Breath of the Wild, the more people got invested into it when there's really far multiple playthroughs in, they just try to find ways to move throughout the world faster. And I feel like for the new game, it's catered towards that. It's like, you've been in the world before, so we're just gonna have so many ways to travel it faster, so many just maybe faster enemies, new areas in the sky where it just like takes advantage of that. Because that's just kind of like the evolution. If you've already been in this world, the next thing you want to do is travel it fast and, you know, fly through it. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Like, there's got to be flight mechanics. We saw the new paraglider. Maybe it could have some like sort of wind gust sort of thing. Like, what if it's even reworked and we just didn't see, but you could like upgrade it to have like little like wind shooters, so you can have like a couple gusts to go up or something. I don't know. Like, the possibilities are endless. There's a new mechanic where you could like phase through. like things. Who knows? You know what? Before I even talk more about it, we're just gonna watch it because I need to watch it again. I said it like 4 times. It's gonna like 1 second. I gotta actually pull it up on my end. It's gonna be like square and a little bit smaller because my second monitor is a square. Also, thank you Tarnet for the $5. I appreciate that. But yeah, we're gonna pull up on my screen really quick, and then my stream. Okay. So first, I gotta say, #1 in trending is very, very impressive. Like, wow. It's been #1 for at least a day, which is kind of crazy. Also, I don't think this is too loud. I'd rather have it more quiet than anything. So, hopefully you guys can see this. Yeah. I know the chat's like slightly in the way, but it's like, just watching it for context, I guess. Just, wow. Like, you just don't expect that because it just went to that, like, when you see all this underground stuff, you expect more underground. So it's the last thing you would expect. Look at that shot. Like, and this enemy, those guys probably chase you throughout the map. Like, I just see it right now. They move fast. That's time reversal right there. Like, wow. And that's literally phasing through. Like, how is this a way to like initially teleport up to like the Skylands? It doesn't seem like an important like portal point. So that's why I'm a little, or maybe there's like a hang mechanic and you just phased up after that. I need to see that better. That one still gets me. I'm still really trying to figure that one out. So it's basically just that. I guess a couple things I want to point here. So obviously just beautiful, like
That thing.
those guys. Oh my god, it goes by so fast. This looks like it was pulled out of, like Skyward Sword. Like this just gives me very Skyward Sword-esque vibes. Specifically talking like even like Lunaru Desert. There's probably good reasons why they're releasing Skyward Sword HD this summer. But yeah, just like the ancient like robot tech that's kind of there. If you kind of line up this with like some like those like just even like rock structures in like the desert. Yeah, it just kind of has like this, also mixed in like just any sort of general like bigger Skyward Sword enemy. It just kind of has that look to it, and obviously the cell shading kind of helps for that. But like, you know, I don't know, it just gives that those vibes. And like floating islands, you know, that was obviously an ancient thing because Skyward Sword's the first game in the timeline. So you know, the Sky Islands were probably a thing of the past, were brought back. So
you know what? What if this is like Guardians but for the sky?
Guardians for the Sky. Oh
Like,
my god.
It's pretty complicated looking and it looks kind of large. So like I wouldn't be surprised if this would be like the Guardian version of like what's in the sky.
Yeah, I mean, initially I thought more like just like any sort of mini boss. I didn't really think what it did. Like I was maybe like beams or something, but like yeah, it could be like that. Do you think they fly? Like it had like claws on it.
I feel like it crawls around like a spider.
Yeah, and it's like, is it tall? Is it sitting down? Is it like, does it have like 4 legs?
It just looks like a guardian, like in terms of like basic shape of like
because that's
middle structure and then legs.
how is it like standing on 2? Is it like a dog or something? Like I don't know.
Woof woof.
It could be like, think about it. Like it's
He
like
has
think about
long
stand up and
toes.
then jumps at you or something. I don't know. Also, if anything in chat happens, just read it to me because
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
what
see
I
it on my
thought.
end. So sorry. Okay, Telespaces. They have moblin horns. I don't know what's about that. Also, I like the smiley face walls. I know those were in Breath of the Wild, but
Someone
like,
said, what if it's friendly? Which is also another angle. 'cause,
I did
like,
not think of that.
Yeah, because like whenever we see things, we're like, oh yeah, bad.
Bad. Yes. Okay.
Kush.
Kush. Hi.
Hi, Kush.
Dude, it's a big robot gecko. Oh my god.
Gecko.
Yes. It kind of has that vibe. Like, I guess, what else would you compare it to? I really don't know. Wow.
Yeah, because Guardians were supposed to be friendly.
Oh yeah, there was that
Yeah,
initial
and then they
concept art where
got
it's
bad.
smiling.
So like, what if that was also the same concept? Because like, what's the thing on the forehead?
I mean, no, they weren't supposed to be friendly. They were thinking about making a friendly guardian because in the very first, like when they're first making the world, like the concept, well, guardians were the first enemies made for the game in Breath, or it was guardians or goblins. It was maybe either or. Those are both like the first ones though. But they originally wanted giant Octoroks because they're trying to replicate the feel of the original Zelda game where it's like Octoroks just kind of walking everywhere. But compared to the size of the player, like Octoroks are kind of big compared to other Zelda games. So they wanted that sort of feel. So they first started experimenting with like Octoroks, but they're like, that doesn't work. That's just kind of gross because it's just like a big Octorok slimy thing in like a field. So they decided to make a mechanical one. And that's how the Guardian was born. And they kind of went with that. They're like, oh, technology, so let's go with that. And that's how they built Breath of the Wild, was based on the Guardian and the whole technology. Yeah. So I guess that was the whole original thing. Then they kind of experimented with the friendly Guardian thing, from what they have told us at least. But yeah, that could be a friendly thing. It doesn't look super evil, but also, you know, some enemies are just like, you know, Octoroks don't look super evil, but they attack you too. So it just seems to be that way. And I guess we all just assume it because it's like, big thing. Okay. So the hand, that's awesome. One thing I noticed is his hands mainly. Like, obviously it's green. His fingernails are very long though. I feel like that was definitely intentional. I don't know if it just, he was aged there. He seems to be laying down because like that's his body, like up here, like his legs and his arm. So he seems to be laying down whatever this pedestal sort of thing is. So maybe he was just laying here for a bit, like he was knocked unconscious for like 2 weeks or something. I don't know. But also could just be stylistic because like some ancient power just made his hand structure different. So a lot of theories on that from a story level, I guess. Now, see, it goes from that to this. So it's like, obviously it's that hand, but it's probably underneath that glove. He wears gloves now. And I think it's fully covered there. I can't tell. It seems to be a little bit sticking out, but it's just too small to notice. Not many pixels. But yeah, so it seemed to be stasis because we thought, okay, stop the boulder. It's yellow, so it's like a stasis that works automatically. But click there. It's a time reversal, has like a line, and those are the points. So probably going to be some sort of mechanic where it's like the rune button, but it's repurposed as like, well, this game's runes, which are, you know, whatever's on the hand. And then you see a path, and I assume when you click it again, then it sends it backwards, or maybe you hold it, and as long as you hold it down, it keeps going backwards until you let go. So I don't know, there's a few ways that they could work that ability in. Maybe it's time-based, so it just goes back X amount of seconds. But yeah, interesting. Another interesting thing is if you look at his head, the Moblin's head. So Bokoblin has this Moblin horn, but the Moblin has like an egg head sort of thing. It looks like a bird's nest just on his head, which is cool. I don't know what to make of that. Also,
maybe it's a Keese egg, and then they come from the brain.
Oh my God,
it's
no!
Like when you have a really strong dream and you think it's real.
No!
Maybe he just had a dream about Keese, and that's why they exist.
They just pop out of the Moblin's head. They're just contained. They're just Keese like.
Happy birthday!
Holes. No!
Happy
Don't
birthday.
put those bad thoughts. Not what I'm gonna think. Okay, moving on. Yeah, but look at that. It's like weird. It just looks like bird egg brain. Okay, this shot. This is my favorite thing from the trailer. You see, he has a flamethrower thing. At first, I thought it was just his arm or whatever, because it's like obviously quick. But that's a shield, and it seems to be an attachment that's a Zonai dragon head. So the Zonai dragon heads, those are found in Farron. So obviously that plays a bigger part because we assume there's a big Zonai presence in this game. That's like a huge, like, you know, feature, traditional thing. But what's neat about it is, yeah, it's on a shield, so it seems like an attachment. And at first I thought it was its own weapon, but you really zoom in and you kind of notice it just like, it's very much separate. You see how it just kind of there, I don't know, it just sticks onto it. So I was wondering, is that just, can you put that on any sort of shield? Also I noticed like the lettering. I can't tell if that's like Zonai or Sheikah. No, it looks just more like new Zonai tech sort of lettering magic. I don't know. But if you look like right there, his shield, that's not any old shield like weapon. That is the wooden shield from Breath of the Wild. Look right there. You see how it's like the red print on it? I don't have one in my game right now, so I can't show you. But, well, it's not like this, but imagine this if it was red, like in the character. It's kind of a similar thing. That's red, and it has the gray for the outline. That's exactly what the wooden shield looks like. So it seems like some sort of attachment. So maybe there's like, you know, a way to attach like things to shields in this game, and maybe you can activate them with right bumper. So if you have your shield out, you can press right bumper instead of your throw ability. It is like your shield attachment or something. So that's a possible theory I have for that. Also, all this stuff, I know I didn't make like a proper like trailer analysis because it just like, you know, there's a lot that interests in me, but a lot of people are going to be diving into the story stuff, which is cool. The thing I'm most interested about, as you can tell, is a lot of the gameplay stuff. So like, how is this going to play like in comparison to the game? So we have the shield, we have, you know, the time reversal ability, we have, you know, the whole jump up thing, like phase through platforms. So the next video I'm going to make about this game, I've been sort of working and breaking these things down to see how these work from a gameplay sense, like how these mechanics can be incorporated based on what we know. And yeah, I'm still kind of assembling my thoughts a bit. Like, obviously it only came out yesterday, but I'll release a video about that probably later in the week because I'm just like, I'm pretty excited just so I can have it all in one place, actually structured thoughts and not just off the top of my brain. So yeah, that should be coming out within the next just couple of days at best, because I have a lot to say, just in terms of like how things will play out in a mechanical level, because you know, that's what really interests me most and what I like about this game, the first game at least. So yeah, I guess here, is that a wooden bow or is that a new bow? I think that's a wooden or traveler's bow. I'm going to check to make sure. And I think that's a new sword. I think so. There could be a new bow too. So sorry. And yeah, the armor looks a bit different. I think it's just champions though. Yeah, it's just the lighting that makes it look low res. And yeah, giant tentacle, so it looks like some sort of cave, dungeon. Who knows? Yeah, and now we're just phasing through. So I don't know how this mechanic works. If anyone has any ideas, and the rest of the trailer is just Castle Rising. I think that's Zelda Study that broke off. Maybe some other tower. Yep. So that is basically it. Really, really cool stuff. So yeah. Anyone has any predictions on how that green phase through thing works? I guess initial, just like, is that a way to send yourself up? Can you just phase through like any like floor or like floor past a certain girth? I don't really know. Like, wow. So really insane. I have no idea. But yeah. Oh my god, so much wheat. I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, I feel like they'll show off gameplay. Maybe like, considering what they did for Breath of the Wild, the next batch of gameplay we got after E3, or just footage rather, was at the Game Awards, which is in December. And if this game's like a March release, which it could be, because, you know, 2022, we could get more news maybe at the September Direct, because usually there's a September Direct. And if not that, then the Game Awards, or maybe both. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty excited. I doubt it's going to be like holiday next year, but it's like, if they show it off at E3, then it might be. Or it could just be its own conference, like, they could release a new Switch, you know, Pro sort of thing. Like, I guess with Breath of the Wild 2016, the game was revealed and the title in E3 2016, which was June, obviously. And then the Switch was randomly dropped on us, like the first trailer, in October of that year. So I feel like it could be a launch game for the new Switch, which could come out in March. So if there's like a Switch Pro, a Switch Plus, or whatever they do. So I feel like that's definitely possible. And I'm, you know, would be pretty excited about that. Oh yeah. Also, if you guys want to talk about it more, just outside the stream, I do have a Discord which we're chatting in and everything. We could talk about it more. We have a new Breath of the Wild 2 chat channel.
Wait, I want to plug it.
You want to plug it?
Yeah.
Okay. You plug it.
Yeah.
There we go. We'll let the bot do it. Okay. Vivaci's gonna plug it.
Yeah,
So there we go. If you guys want to check it out, I'll be in there after the stream too. So.
My bot didn't come yet.
Oh my god. Nightbot didn't come.
There it is.
Okay. Let Nightbot do it.
Yeah, Nightbot just needs a little bit.
It's just a little, yeah.
Just a little bit.
Any evidence of Switch Pro? It's very much speculation, but it's like the same amount of speculation that there was going to be Breath of the Wild 2. Like, we didn't know there was going to be for the longest time, but we kind of knew, and then, yeah, as of 2 years ago, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
what do you
been
think
confirmed.
the Switch Pro is going to look like? Because, like,
See,
think
originally,
about the DSs, you know? How it's like they just got, like, bigger.
yeah,
Do you think the
And
Switch
more
Pro
powerful?
would be, like, chunky looking?
chunky.
Like an iPad?
iPad. See, my initial thoughts was about it, like, I thought it would come out sooner. I thought the Switch Pro would be like, you know how the Switch Lite is like, you can have a Switch or like a Switch Lite, it's like the same thing, but Switch Lite's like more portable. I thought a Switch Pro would have been like just a handheld, like not handheld, but a home console dedicated one where it's a lot more powerful. It can run games in higher resolutions and stuff like that, but it would just be a home unit. Like, because it's like a lot of people play that way. Like, it's just like, yeah, Switch is meant to be a hybrid, but it's like a lot of people like Nintendo games just home console. So it appeals to that crowd, but it's like, you know, a lot of the appeal still in the handheld. So it's like for a Switch Pro, it could just be a better Switch. So maybe slightly bigger, remove a little bit of the bezeling, just more powerful, a little more expensive. I feel like that's more along the lines now, because come to think of it, I'm like, you know what? It has been like a little over 4 years since release. And if there is a Switch like next year, that'll be 5 years since release. And that's nearing a pretty standard window for console, you know, time. The Wii U was a bit shorter because, you know, it just wasn't doing good. So they had to get something out faster. But, you know, starting next year could be the new one. But I feel like with the Switch, like, it's not going to be like Nintendo in the past. Because Nintendo was like, oh, GameCube. Then the Wii, which is a new idea. And then the Wii U, which is like a new add-on idea sort of thing. But I feel like with the Switch, they finally have like their name. Like, I feel like Nintendo's just going to do Switch things now. We're just the hybrid because they just really just double down on that just idea and the gimmick and everything. So I feel like the next console, even next 2 consoles or whatever, is just going to be variations of the Switch. So it's not going to have some sort of weird gimmick, because I feel like Nintendo finally found a gimmick that works. Like Wii, it was motion controls, but that wound up being adapted in way better ways. Wii U, you know, is the whole like gamepad thing, adding like touchscreen. But although some of those gimmicks were cool, it just didn't latch on for the wide appeal. But Switch kind of combined all of that, like touchscreen with the main tablet, just hybrid in general, like how their handhelds do well. So yeah, I feel like it's just going to stay in the Switch line now. So instead of doing something different every time, which I'm fine with. I am more than fine with. It's just going to be awesome. Yeah, if they did something not Switch, that'd be kind of dumb. So
what do you think the little like item will be for like people who 100% the game? Like, you know how it was Korok's for this?
Oh, I mean, they might not do Korok's anymore.
I feel like they wouldn't, because like
maybe something new was created, like, you know, to serve as a collectible, because it's like something weird happened in that trailer where Ganon just kind of,
yeah.
So not just Sky Islands, but other things could have been created, and who knows, maybe there could be even a good time difference between the first 2 games, where just like that could explain any sort of other collectibles that fill the world that are different. So I doubt it'd be Korok's, but what could it be? I don't know. Maybe it's, instead of one main collectible like Korok's, it could be like several like smaller ones too. Like the original games had like heart pieces, and then alongside those there was like stray bugs or like stray fairies or like things. So original Zelda games kind of did like multiple collectibles, while Breath of the Wild is obviously, you know, Korok's and then just like items. So I feel like the next game might have like multiple different sort of collectibles along with, you know, just items and like clothes you can find. So I feel like it might be multiple, you know, just to change it up. So there's just one main one.
Just to clarify, if they do make a Switch Pro, it would still be like the same game, right? It's just a different like better console.
Yeah, I'm pretty, because that seems to be the direction that they're going for.
I don't think it makes sense for it to do it like otherwise. Because like, you know how the Wii U confused a lot of people?
Yeah. Oh, like, well, also the thing is like Wii U confused a lot of people strictly because the Wii was a console that appealed to a lot of non-gamers. Like if you think what, like, you know, they went from Xbox 360 to Xbox One, and that didn't confuse too many people because it just like, that was sort of the crowd. But Wii, out of all consoles recently, that was the most like non-gamer. Like people just kind of picked it up because it's like, oh, this game would be great in this school or this retirement home, you know, like this system. But like Switch appeals, like it's like, you know, there's more than just like those random games you would sort of have, where like more people like knowledgeable about games. Like it earned a better rep in the community that, you know, plays a lot more games, like not just casually. So I feel like regardless of what they do with the Switch, I feel like people understand it's just not, you know, an add-on, because it's a whole nother unit. With the Wii U, a lot of people also confuse it because it's just a tablet, and when you see a tablet, it looks like a new controller. But with the Switch, it looks like its own device. It's like, you wouldn't confuse like one iPhone with another. You wouldn't confuse one Switch tablet with another type of Switch. So I feel like that's the way I see it. But you can confuse a Wii with a square remote with a whole gamepad because you think it's a new controller. So it's both of those. It's that, and then the fact that, like, you know, I feel like everyone sort of figured it out. They're like, oh yeah, after the Wii U thing, we understand that they can make something different with a similar name and still be different. So that's what I'm sort of saying by, I feel like people will grasp on. So, and that's just it too, because Wii appeals to a lot of non-gamers, Wii U didn't. So like that's where a lot of people were confused. Well, Switch kind of has like everything. Like Switch is just like, it even attracts, you know, people like barely play video games all the way to people who pretty much swear by PC. Like there's so many people who pretty much had a PC just for years and just that, and then actually picked up a Switch, like a console, for the first time in like 20 years, because like it just appealed to those people. It's, you can actually play console level games on the go, which was never a thing. Like PlayStation attempted, Nintendo kind of dabbled, but like nothing like that existed until the Switch. So
yeah, because like there's just so many different types of games for Switch, and like there's still the family style aspect, yet there's also a lot of challenging games for the people who are like well seasoned with gaming.
yeah.
And then there's me.
Yeah, there's, hey, you're pretty good at some games, so
Yeah.
you can't discredit yourself.
Yeah, I'm pro Minecraft.
Pro Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm the
You
best
and your
Minecraft player.
200 hours already.
Exactly. I'm
Oh my
pro
god.
gamer.
I don't even remember these guys being here, but I guess
There's
there's,
like, what, 6 of them?
that's a lot, and it's not raining, so this is kind of, okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, and he just shot his friend off. Thank you, actually. I'm gonna get better armor. I'm guessing new armors too. Some of the same, but mostly different to spice it up. That new look for Link, though, I didn't mention that, but his hair down and just like the cloak on him, like, so awesome. So incredibly awesome. Can't believe I didn't mention that yet. But yeah, the new look for Link's just so cool. And it fits just like the new style. Just more really open air. I know it's like the coining term for the first game, but yeah, open air fits it perfectly. It's just the flying and everything.
You said that you can see me playing Minecraft all the time.
Oh my god, you do play Minecraft.
I literally
Not
play
very
all the
recently.
time now. Yeah,
I
not
know.
as recently, because it's like I burned myself out just a little bit.
No, you shot my horse.
You
No,
do.
I understand. That's a blood moon, isn't it?
Yeah, what about that new update though?
Oh yeah, the caves and cliffs.
Yeah,
They released it in parts, so it's like just a little bit of things, but the main update's gonna be
Yeah, because
December
like they
or
delayed
something.
the
later.
update and so I feel like they did it in parts just to like keep it in
Yeah.
as much anticipation, which I think is fine.
Yeah, it's just because they couldn't finish it, so
Mhm.
because it's generation issues, you know, it's sandbox. Also, what do we use? We have like slotted meme weapons. Okay, those are our 104s, and is that 104 damage? We have two 104s that are just
Use
this
I was gonna say use the axe.
axe.
Yeah.
Am I
See if
blind?
those.
Oh, this you mean?
No, the ancient
Oh,
battle axe.
well, I have 4 of these, so
Yeah,
might as well use the 60 after when I have like ancient armor, of course. Which yeah, I guess there'll still be some ancient stuff. It could be like, you know, could just have some of this stuff and then just like a whole another game's worth of new stuff, which could be even more exponentially. Wow, he just kicked off his head. Holy crap, how far did that go?
Oh, I missed it. I was reading chat.
I recorded it.
Can we watch it?
We're watching it. We couldn't really see how high that went, but you could tell. Like,
Mini golf?
mini golf
I mean, there is the mini golf,
game.
yeah.
Mini game.
I don't remember where it is, though. I don't think I ever found it.
Breath of the Wild 2 needs more mini games.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for the mini games.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Love the mini games. Okay, well, we are going to do this. We
The
are,
golf mini game.
yes, after I
Watching the thing. Wow, whose profile is at the very end on that?
okay, so we gotta watch this again. That horse just did something. Okay, look at the Bokoblin's head. Well, I'm pretty sure it just goes right away. So there's my horse, and the Bokoblins will come up. Like, look at this.
Did you hit it?
Look, no, look.
Oh.
Look at this. Wait for it.
Oh.
It must have arced and then just shot down. Like, I have no, it wasn't in my camera view, but wow. Also, I'm messing around with this because it's funny. But yeah, might as well get that Korok. We're just kind of riding to random things today, so yeah. This is why I titled this stream a discussion stream, because I knew most of it would not be our Master Roll playthrough. It'd be mainly messing around in that and then talking about the sequel. So
It's
such an
okay,
epic
Babashi
recording.
will be Ganon for you.
You'll be Ganon. Oh my god.
Yeah, you want me to be Ganon?
Very
too?
good. Yes.
I would literally.
Just throw all my ancient arrows at him.
No, I wouldn't be like that. You have a bunch of electric ones. How many? Like
I mean,
800?
I don't think those do any more against
You
Ganon.
have like 10.
Oh my god. Yeah, I would have. I'd be out.
Because I haven't played in a while.
Oh my god. Make Breath of the Wild 2 in Game Builder Garage, if only. It's meant for like random mini games. I just got it for its meme value, to be honest.
Breath
See
of the
what dumb
Wild,
things I
but
can make
it's
on it.
Super Mario Maker.
Super Mario Maker,
Yeah.
yes. Very good.
I can't wait to see how people switch the game. I'm
Oh.
very excited for that.
Yes.
Plus, think about when people do like the challenge runs and stuff, like you. But it's
Hmm.
like, I don't know, like what ideas are gonna people. What
It's like-
ideas are people gonna come up with? There we go.
I mean, this game has a lot of like themes, like in terms of like different races and stuff like that, but it's not super executed in terms of like, you can't really play it like an RPG or just like, you know, in a normal playthrough, you're not going to do like a Gerudo run because like they just come very far and few. How are you supposed to know where the weapons are? But like for a challenge run, that's kind of why I wanted to do it. So like, okay, let's do Breath of the Wild with only Gerudo gear or only Sheikah gear, because like there's a lot of really cool like weapon aesthetics in the game, but actually sticking to one, you know, it's not very practical in the main game, but it's like if you're playing it again for like a challenge run, it's awesome. So that's where I feel like challenge running's fun. It's just like stuff where it's hard to do just by yourself, but if you have a lot of knowledge in the game and you take some time to find like weapon locations beforehand by looking them up, like then they can be pretty fun going into it. So stuff like that can exist in the sequel. I just don't know how it'll play out to see what type of challenges you could do, you know. But challenge running's fun. It's one of those things where I don't like, you know, I don't take it serious in a way where it's just like I'm not like a speedrunner of sorts, so it's like, you know, speedrunning's like on a whole nother level of challenge running, but you know, I just do more like fun, harder playthroughs. That's kind of how I like doing challenge runs. So still have a challenge there, but like not in like a time sense where just like I don't have to worry about little mistakes, because mistakes are fun, you know. I still like playing the games at the pace that I like to, so you know what, even if it's harder, that's fine, but time restrictions are like ooh to me. so we just randomly fought this Lionel.
Good job.
It just so natural at this point. There's gonna be more. Honestly, if there's things like Lionels and stuff like that, they're gonna be different. Like, obviously we sell Taluses, they're gonna be, you know, walking bases. So I feel like that was just them kind of showing like, hey, we're doing something different this time. So,
Also, it's like there's a lot of stuff about like the storyline, but you know, like the off-topic things that are always in games, of like when you talk to like the NPCs and stuff.
yeah, just little
Yeah, like I
world
wonder
bully
like
stuff.
how that stuff is gonna be and like what they're gonna say, because it's like cute. Like remember
Yeah.
the person that told you about like the hard-boiled eggs or something?
Oh, the apology egg.
Yeah.
Oh yes, when someone apologized for something for like being rude to you, so they gave you an apology egg. Like,
Yeah, like the goofy stuff like that. I can't
Something
wait
like
to
that.
see what they do with that.
Yes. And like even in the locations that exist, like they're gonna be changed up a bit, and I feel like to justify it, there's gonna be a little bit of a time difference, even just like a couple of weeks or something like that, or just like, you know, obviously it can be any time difference because there's just so much different with the world itself. So there's a lot more to talk about and do, and a lot's changing. A lot of it's flying. Also, what I noticed, I forgot what shot it was, but one of the shots in Hyrule, I forgot where it was, but where you're supposed to see Lon Lon Ranch in the distance, you don't see it, but instead you see like a little dip as if Lon Lon Ranch was elevated to the sky. So that's a cool one. I forgot where that was, but I did see that. Oh my god, Sky Milk. Yes, you can buy Sky Milk. It's just,
Sky milk.
we need to buy it milk from Lon
Milk
Lon
but
Ranch.
elevated. It's like
Milk but
how
elevated.
people say if you drink tomato juice, like when you're in an airplane, it tastes better because it's sweet.
Oh,
Because,
yeah.
Like, something with elevation affects the acidity of the tomato.
You're right. That's good actually. I want some Sky Milk now.
Yeah, you want Sky milk?
You got me excited. If that's a thing in the game, I'm just gonna call it Sky Milk,
Do you think
regardless.
it's like cotton candy?
Cotton candy. It's probably really sweet. So
Yeah.
here we go. Yeah. We were talking about that, and like
Cooking.
it probably just gonna be reworked a bit. So that's probably all. Just so like some things aren't super OP, but probably new recipes and new foods, maybe, you know, different things in the sky you can find. So probably some sort of cooking thing, maybe a little bit of crafting. We saw weapon attachments with the thing on the shield, so some light things like that, you know. Maybe you can find materials. Now it's like underground, maybe like materials and ores will have a bit more of an importance besides just, you know, selling or light armor upgrades, which will be nice, you know, more material uses besides cooking and armor upgrades pretty much, and selling, of course. So that could work in, you know, underground ores, who knows. So a lot of hopes, as you can see, a lot of speculation, but based off what we kind of know.
Yeah, let's just add a sky prefix to everything.
Sky.
Horse, Sky Bokoblin,
Yes.
Sky Mountain. Imagine if they put a mountain in the sky.
Mountain in the sky?
Yeah,
Wow.
Sky Mountain.
Can we get much higher?
Yeah.
Wow.
Imagine if they brought waffles. Oh my gosh.
Mm,
Like, what do you think like the companion will be? Do you think there's gonna be a companion?
no, I don't think so. Like it is like breath. I feel like they're just straying away from that.
companion in this.
Yeah, there isn't really. So I feel like they're straying away from it, which is fine.
What if they bring back Dark Link?
Dark Link?
Yeah.
There could be. Like I don't know. Anything dark. It's like, is Dark Link in this?
Or
No.
what's the thing that they did in Age of Calamity?
Oh, the Hollows.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like Malice versions of like the champions and Link. That would be cool. If they added Hollows, I'd be pretty hyped about that. So, also,
That was cool.
this guy. Should we try for another claw? I guess we're just staying serious. We're getting so many parts. Yeah, we need another claw. Thank you for this extra stamina. Wind Bomb would be faster technically, but Sky Mountain in the sky, taller than Hebrew Peak. Is that the highest point? No, I think it's Death Mountain, but close enough. Also, yeah, I guess different mounts and stuff, they can do that too. Like, I don't know. I was thinking in the smaller scope before, like maybe they might have like bears you can mount and actually like put at a stable if you domesticate them more, I guess. But you know what? I'm going all out. Let's see like a Loftwing sort of thing. Like, there's gonna be flying. Like, there needs to be.
I hope there's a lot.
There are different ways of air travel because it just seems like bigger travel is gonna be a thing, and the Master Cycle was just like the first little glimpse into
Yeah.
that.
Or what if there's like a tech fan that they just decide to bring in that like
Ooh,
I don't know.
sign me up.
something?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, like what if you could ride the dragons, or like what if there were like other things?
Yeah. Ride the dragons.
I mean,
Oh
I
my
highly
god.
doubt that you could ride the dragons, but
I know.
let me believe
Let,
that I can.
let me be happy about it
Yeah.
while we can before we're proven wrong. Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. I guess just with the Master Cycle, because, well, I explained this before, but the reason why they're doing DLC, they explained this in an interview previously, but they just had so many. Wait, did I say DLC? Yeah.
Yeah, you said
Okay.
DLC.
The reason why they're doing a sequel is because they had so many ideas for DLC that they couldn't fit them all just for DLC, so they decided to do a sequel instead. So there's originally supposed to be a lot of DLC for the game, but they're like, no, what we want to do, it requires a lot more, because like some DLCs for games, for open world games, they do like a whole different like map section, like mini map sort of thing, mini little world.
So like in Fallout.
Yeah, you know, like a lot of Skyrim, Witcher, you know, stuff like that. But it feels like they just want to go, you know, all out new game, because it's like, why not? Because it's like, got to think about the future a bit too. So
Yeah.
that's why there was more like, you know, smaller things. You know, Trial of Sword was an awesome challenge. So was, you know, the whole 5th Divine Beast sort of thing, which was neat, but just more fun content to this game. So they wanted to keep it more close and true to the nature of Breath of the Wild instead of branching out. And they saved all the branching out for the sequel, so that makes sense. But I guess the Master Cycle is like a little tease into like the bigger sort of traversal. Like they knew what they're doing. They're like, okay, if you're playing this game a lot, if we're doing DLC, we're giving you a device which you can travel the world faster in. But now we're just taking it to a new level, and like there's gonna be flying probably, and you know, floating islands. So I feel like that's a good sort of direction, because as we explained earlier, just like, you know, we want to be able to explore the world more and more, and that's why so many exploits focus on going fast. So it's like that's actually built into the game, because that's what players want to do after playing this game. Because you got to make the second world more interesting, and it's like if the traversal methods are like too slow, then it's just gonna be repetitive. So also, yes, we're breaking ores with this, because why not? If you want to switch back to the Master Sword, I know it's broken, but when does it recharge? 2 minutes, okay. Not bad. Guess we can go there and get some of these Koroks, so those are kind of in the way. Or a little bit out of the way, rather, but they'll be in the way soon. Do another challenge? I will. I just got very distracted by this trailer. So kind of want to get... I have a couple light things to talk about on the channel about that first. But I was in the middle of editing my 100K video, actually, which is part challenge run. So that'll be fun. That'll be my next like main video besides a little bit of Breath of the Wild 2 stuff. So was editing through that, and then the trailer came out, so... And then, yeah, more like normal challenge runs, too. Because, you know, it's still going to be a bit away. Next year is still a year away. Could come out early next year, later next year, but regardless, there's still a lot of 2021. So, a lot of ideas for challenge runs, some informational stuff on this game. Because even when the sequel comes out, this game's not going anywhere. I guess that's one thing people forget. Like, it's like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of hype for the second one. When that comes out, this is going to be overshadowed for a bit. But just like all the other Zelda games, the last game always comes back pretty hard, especially after like, you know, 6 months, a year and beyond. Could, you know, maybe switch to climbing armor. Yeah, I guess the sequel's gonna have something better for climbing. I mean, there was that whole thing where we could phase through, and I, you know, think he did that from a low point, so I feel like a lot of the climbing issues won't be in the sequel. It's just gonna be very fast travel. Only thing I worry about that is that sometimes when you go really fast in this game, like when you wind bomb, the game like lags out a bit. But I feel like that'll be fixed because, you know, obviously Breath of the Wild did not intend for players to wind bomb, but like faster travel is going to be a more intended thing. So it'll probably change how the world is loaded, so the game doesn't lag out by just going fast. So I don't know, some technical things to think of. No. Okay. Read all over the skies. I mean, hey, that'd be kind of their natural playground, so it's not a bad one. Phasing is a divine beast power. I didn't even think of that yet. Yeah, possible like divine beast powers, like maybe or maybe not. That might be a thing. Because it's like obviously they're trying to do something different. So I feel like instead of divine beast powers, they may just stick with like traditional Zelda items. So like that shield attachment could be like a replacement for like a Zelda item. So instead of it being like something that consumes durability, it could be something you find in a dungeon, and that's like the item itself. And then you pretty much keep that indefinitely. It just works off recharge. I feel like the divine beast abilities were only there because there weren't dungeon items, so it's a way to give a bigger reward beyond just, you know, a heart. So maybe the concept of divine beast powers may not exist too. Bowbean. Hey. Oh, the horse. Bye-bye. He's a bit far down. He's only like a frozen one, so I don't really mind. Favorite weapon in Breath of the Wild? Oh, that's an easy question. Always have a drill shaft.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
There we go. Charge after the moose. Yeah. Look at him. Wow. Wait, what? He died and then reappeared. Get back. Yeah. Where'd he go? I don't even know what happened there. I really, really don't. The animals can be weird in this game sometimes. Just a bit. Okay. We got the moose. Just mindlessly roaming around. Killing things. Oh, pff, that's skew though. Not bad. The bombs aren't gonna do too much. Like, that's one thing that sucks late game. So maybe things like bombs will scale in the sequel. It's like, yeah. Oh, you gotta move fast because these guys don't stay frozen for too long. It does like a little bit, and it kills like the really weak guys. So we just phase them out of existence, but these guys are gonna regen. Oh wow, just, yeah, go to your weapons. Regen all that health back, that's fine. Ah, we gotta get some good flurries. That's the only way to get good DPS. Thank you, Patrick, for the $5. Good job, thank you. Oh, wow, we just flipped and we phased that. Oh, yeah, thank you a lot. Oh. Wow, we're just, okay. Interrupting our attacks. Yeah, the region sucks because it's like... Get away! I don't even know what got me there. We're just gonna have to kill him one by one here. Okay, or get some in this guy. I think he has a little bit less health in the silver visuals. Yeah, that chewed him down pretty good. So focus on these two guys. There we go. Stop that regen. Elementals are nice because the spread of the effect usually always lands even if you don't directly hit them. So that's helpful. This ancient shield never breaks. I'm fine. Oh, I thought he did that. Okay, good. Whoa, that was a pretty good flurry. Nice. Knight shield. Yeah, we're gonna do amiibos honestly after this because I kind of forgot about them. Oh, did that fall on him? I guess so. I was looking at the bottom of the tree. Still pretty good. I mean, we don't have that attack up, so it's not very helpful. If we don't. Yeah. Got him. Nice stuff. Okay. I'm happy about that. Okay. Of course, we're in this area before. It's like re-killing stuff. Probably nothing too fancy in that tower, so. Okay. We'll start up there after we do the drops. Yeah, it's funny that we talked about for Breath of the Wild 2. For the longest time, I thought they would add more underground and underwater stuff, but, you know, the scope of the game kind of changed. So the above ground just seems like where it's going with more underground, like dungeons. So there will be more underground stuff, but it'll be bigger scales instead of just small caves, which makes sense because it's like if you're re-exploring the main world of Hyrule again, you don't want to look for all these little nooks and crannies for like caves. It's gonna be like bigger stuff. So I feel like that's how they're gonna approach it. But yeah, we'll do amiibos. We'll do a couple of them. So we have Ocarina of Time Link. So
Wait, can I add sound effects?
Can you add sound effects? Okay.
Wait, we can do real life sound effects.
Real life sound effects. Oh my god. Oh no, not the ocarina.
Yeah.
We have an ocarina.
Okay, wait, here.
Wait, we need to show it first. Ocarina.
Before I put my slobber mouth on it?
Yes, ocarina. It's nice. I got it like a while ago. God. Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, icy meat. One already froze during that. You have that one too. Awesome. Royal Claymore. Not what we need. I more so just want that fierce deity. Oh, we need to get Zelda for Twilight Bow.
Which one?
The
Twilight?
Twilight Princess Zelda. Yeah.
I got it right.
It's okay. So, Majora's Mask. Scan this stuff in. Rip headphone users. It wasn't the worst. Fierce Deity boots. Come on. I feel like we have a whole nother Fierce Deity set now. Or wait, we sold them, didn't we?
Is it this one?
Nah. Yes, it is. Okay, for the Twilight Bow. Yes, thank you. Yeah, we sold them before, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, we literally got all pieces again. Ah, it's fine. Twilight Bow, hopefully. We've been trying every single stream for this and failing. It's okay, but it's okay. We're doing great. Royal Bow. We're never gonna get it by the time we 100% this. Then Wind Waker. That's a final one. Maybe we can get another Sea Breeze Boomerang, which will just be fun. Not that we need it. We got a lot of the good stuff last stream, to be honest. So I feel like we'll change the ones that we scan after today.
I should audition to be a professional
Nah.
Ocarina player.
Professional. There
Yeah,
we
should I
go.
be professional?
Oh wow, yeah, that was some mad skill right there.
That's what I thought. I was amazing.
Can tell you're a music major for Ocarina, so specifically for Ocarina. So.
Yeah, I major in Ocarina.
Oh my god. The chances for Twilight Bow, it works off a weird algorithm, but it's like around like 2-ish%. So, which yeah, we definitely scan it more than 50 times. So the experimental odds just aren't in our favor. Ooh.
You got the house in this playthrough, right?
Oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course, a while ago.
Oh yeah, because I remember sobbing when
We're-
you got the picture.
Oh my god, the picture. Wait, sobbing you said?
No, sobbing.
Oh, sobbing. Oh.
Because I was emo.
Oh my god, I know. I love the Champions Veld though. That ending scene with the picture. So cute. Where you can buy amiibos. Yeah, you probably have to look at weird places to buy amiibos now. You don't really... I mean, you can find some in stores, but like a lot of them you can get shipped internationally. I know some of the ones I got were from Japan directly. So, and they're cheaper over there and like they actually restock them more. So the only difference is that they have Japanese packaging, but they work the same. So, and look the same.
I saw a Mifa amiibo in GameStop.
Oh,
like,
nice.
Before.
I feel like
Maybe like 2 weeks ago.
they restocked those not too long ago. So,
Okay.
what's the like goal for the stream? Usually 800, and we're actually almost at 650. So thank you to everyone who supported. If we can't get to 800, that would be really awesome. So thank you guys. Wow. Yes. So we'll get that guy. Just a skull head. And pre-order Breath of the Wild 2 on Amazon. Yeah, you technically the open up pre-orders and sites very early, but it's like, why? What's the point? Because it's like wait for it actually to be sensical, like where it's just like they'll actually reveal like what's in the game, other additions and stuff like that, so you don't just get locked into whatever they have.
Yeah, because like you don't know if a store is gonna do like a pre-order bonus or something.
Yeah.
Because like you know how you said Target usually do that stuff.
Like usually like day of you come in, you have a little tie-in.
Yeah, or GameStop when they did the keychain.
Yeah,
or
the
Age of Calamity.
yeah the Terracore keychains. I thought that was cute.
Eggy.
Egg Guardian. Yeah. So never pre-order games like this early. There's literally no point. Like you're not going to be out of a copy of a game. Like maybe an accessory that's fine, but it's like no. There's literally no point in pre-ordering a game this early. There's not even a title. Like, I never would fall into that. Ooh. Hi. Probably down there. So. Ooh. Oh, I had the cold resistance stuff. Oh, gotta get that jump with the shield pop. Hope that's still in the sequel because I love using that. Oh, whatever just happened there. A lot of collision.
If I pre-ordered it now, I feel like I could get one of those.
Exactly, that too. It's like, oh wait, did I pre-order? Because it could be like a whole year, you know? Very good. Get him down. That's fine. I care more about this guy, so we're not gonna spin him down. Let's do 3, and then 3. Okay. Stun lock him in that combo. Very good. Yeah, so pre-ordering Breath of the Wild 2 is pointless. I guess it's like amiibos, because whatever they show off next has got to be like the full trailer, like with the name drop. Because, you know, they got to release the name eventually. Has to be sooner than later. So next trailer, that could be the September direct. And then the amiibos, probably with it. I don't know what they would do. It would be weird if they didn't do amiibos. I'm guessing they'll do a few related to the game. These ones might be compatible in the same way, where just like little exclusive like loot drops. And then I guess like Skyward Sword amiibo maybe could have something to do with like the flight. Like maybe the game's going to have some sort of loft-wing mechanic or flying mechanic, considering the timing of Skyward Sword HD. So if there is, there could be maybe some sort of accessory, something you can get for your bird or travel thing or whatever. Or even if it's some sort of travel device, it could be like a loft-wing skin or something. I don't know. If they'll do something fun, wacky, because, you know, amiibos kind of like just little add-on fun stuff. Bye, Bokoblin.
I can't wait to see what amiibos they put.
Yeah, I'm excited. I really just am liking the amiibos lately because the build quality is just insane for them. Like, they started off kind of dinky.
Oh, sorry.
No, sorry, what were we saying?
I really wanted short hair Zelda, that's all.
Short hair Zelda, yeah. I mean, seems like she plays a big part, so I guess we'll see. We only see her falling in emote, but we're talking about earlier how just, like, you know, there could be, like, the play as Zelda bits in between, like, story segments or chapters. So, yeah.
Yeah, and the quality is nicer.
Yeah, like, especially compared to the Wii U era. Like, the Breath of the Wild ones are nice. The Champion amiibos feel even better. Even the Zelda Loftwing one. Like, wow. Like, I get how it's a more expensive one because it's bigger. It's $25, but it feels like a $25 product because it's, like, actually really nice and detailed. That out of all of them. Even other Zelda ones, like, I feel like Wolflink was really detailed, too. So, which we have. Might as well scan him in. Like, he just has a lot of detail. He feels really nice in your hand. He feels sturdy. They're just nice figurines, too. So, beyond just little in-game uses, the little bonuses are nice without being too good where it's like, why wasn't that in the base game, you know?
Yeah, go puppy.
Puppy.
Do you want more ocarina noise?
If it doesn't work in time. Oh my god, wow.
Yeah, you need the ocarina for it to work. Remember when I accidentally killed him?
Oh my god, very good. Because he dies so easily in the bombs.
He's delicate.
He is delicate. I'll give you that.
It's like, you know when a kid falls and they just start crying because they don't know what happened?
Literally, Zelda, like, also Wolflink also, but that's funny. Oh, you saw. Hey, wow, that was kind of close. I got him before you did.
I'm so hungry. I could eat an octorock.
Very good.
James, are you here? James loves that one.
Funny.
Yeah. Every single time he streams, every single time you stream, he always says that. Like, while he's eating his food.
Just the meme Zelda lines from the cartoon we're trying to forget, like,
Yeah.
or game.
Exclamation
Whatever.
James.
I still gotta play those games. Just so I have a feeling to tear my hair out, and just so I know how bad they truly are. CDI. Also, there's just Primate here. Very good. I feel like Wolflink did that on his own. Just went rogue for, like, the second I couldn't see him. God. What if all the Play Zelda sections are underground parts? I mean, there's gonna be a lot with Link, but I feel like anything with Zelda, just the fact that she fell like that, and like it can't really be above ground because it's like Zelda may not be a person you can take into the main world, just like its own self-contained underground section. So that makes sense, if that is a thing, which I would kind of like it to be. So I kind of want to get that. Yeah, I still didn't see that. Like, where is he? Time reversal is going to be sick. Yes. Like, wow. Just at first it really looked like that stasis, but it seems to be like a, you know, different sort of version. Like, obviously, like, there may be some semblance to the original runes because they're not going to have those exact ones. Return to his own world. Very good. But yeah, that seems to be what's taking up like the stasis slot. So reversing time, and I'm guessing like you stasis something using the button, and then you press the button again to actually like reverse it whenever you want to, so you can wait a second to line up enemies, and then maybe instead of just pressing it to do it, you can hold it, so however long you hold it is how long it goes backwards for, so you can kind of adjust it. So that's like its way of like having the player control what happens in the same way that you can hit stuff with stasis, and that way maybe people can actually use it more, because some people are discouraged to use the momentum thing with stasis because, like, you know, you can wind up using a lot of durability, but with this it doesn't seem to be the case, so maybe that's a little workaround to fight off that edge. So, pretty neat. That's just what I think. We're gonna go Wind Bomb. Probably not gonna be a thing in the next game. Take just advantage of it now. As we terribly climb up that rock.
Do you think they'll still use runes or no?
No. No, not at all. They gotta do something different, so the hand's just gonna replace it.
Yeah,
Like,
that makes sense.
yeah. So, yeah, that's just sort of it. Just replace rune abilities. Like, obviously that one's like stasis, but I feel like the runes are going to be different. And, okay, we just kind of instantly grapple to the mountain after that Wind Bomb, which is pretty neat.
What do you think the the fast travel will be. Like, you know how like you can like travel with like the shrines and stuff.
Yeah, but it's not Sheikah Slate. So
Yeah.
something green magic.
Green.
Maybe it'd be like little pedestals in that, because like if there's all these new sky islands, like war points could have appeared, and you can activate them. Little pedestals, or like, you know, be connected to their own challenges. Maybe more so in the sky, because it's just like you can obviously glide down, so it's just like, because that mechanic exists, it's like, you know, a lot more can be in the sky, and then you can kind of pick a direction from there.
That's true.
What? He didn't feel like it was going my way first. I don't know what he was doing, so he's gonna hit me. Nope.
Where are... I forget where I was going with that. My brain space.
That's okay. Throw right up there. Okay. Eat some food? Nah. Literally eating food just like, I don't know. That just means I have to cook more. So might as well wait for Mifa's grace.
Oh yeah, when are airplanes coming to the wild?
Airplanes,
Yeah,
yes.
where my airplanes at?
Fly around in a helicopter.
Yeah.
Why not?
I want to attack helicopters.
Yes, just machine guns on the side.
You.
I mean, we all laughed at the idea of motorcycles being in the game, so
Yeah, there's motorcycles. I want my helicopter.
we need guns now.
Yeah, where
There we
my
go.
guns at?
Sheikah guns or Zonai guns. See, well, everything in Zelda, just the past is more advanced.
I
Like
want to make this a
Skyward
shooting
Sword.
game now.
Oh my God, shooting game.
We turn
We
it
need
into
more.
a JRPG.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
It's got to be JRPG. Yep.
Yeah.
It's got to have just like insanely high damage numbers, just really just clunky interfaces.
Yeah, I need the
like
damage
yes.
to be at least 10,000 minimum.
Yeah.
And I also need like at least 30 panels to decide how I'm gonna attack. And then a bunch of text that's really small. And I can't
Right?
read it.
And just confusion and tutorials up until the end of the game.
Yeah, like a lot of tutorials.
God.
And then the characters have to be in the corner looking all stressed.
Yes. JRPGs just gross me out. Like, it just like, why? Just have normal combat, please. Like that style of combat makes sense. And like older games were just like, okay, turn-based combat. You know, you couldn't have really advanced combat, you know, systems. So like that's the start in like, you know, the SNES era and like just sort of like, you know, that 90s era. I'm pretty sure, at least, because it's hard to, you know, program like a lot of combat stuff. So it makes sense to have like turn-based. But the fact that it still exists, it just like, I don't know. Like turn-based can work, but I just feel like the traditional style just like, you know, will just make everything overly complex on stream and have everything just go into this just clunky turn-based battle system. It's just a very outdated design that just keeps getting rehashed in weird anime games. So that's why people make fun of JRPGs, and rightfully so. And that's why I like games where I can press the sword button to hit something, because it feels actually normal.
It is progress that we got a flamethrower though.
It is a lot of progress. I am very happy, and like, not even just for that, like it's cool. Like, he only uses for like a quick second, so like I wonder if it just works off like a burst system.
Probably.
Burst system or continuous. It could be like a recharge thing. So give a few bursts, you can hold it down, and there seemed to be a meter on the side, so maybe that's like the charge meter. But regardless, that's cool. I'm just more excited for the idea of attachments in general. So attaching different things to your shields. There could be other elements. There could be like an ice sword, electric, you know, thing, or just, you know, things I can't think of, I guess. So that just seems like the beginning of it, to be honest. We're just kind of messing around here. I feel like we'll, I kind of want to fight another Lionel, though. I want to kill something. Because they're fun. Kala.
Go back to the Divine Beast.
I wanted to go here, actually, because there was something here that I'm pretty sure Mass Nintendo Bandit pointed out on Twitter yesterday. It's that, so originally in this area, like, there's a Lionel behind the shrine, and there's a bunch of pillars around them, like the Zonai pillars, which are scattered around the map, and those are obviously the things that, you know, seem to play a much bigger role in the sequel, with, you know, just that sort of architecture being present more in the underground cave and everything. But in the trailer, you can kind of see this area from the sky and the platforms, and those pillars aren't there. Everything else is here. Like, you can see, like, a lot of this area from the sky, and everything's the same except for, like, you can see these, like, little mushroom tree things. But there'll be some pillars we're about to face. Oh, hi, Satori Mountain. Like, right here. Those aren't there, according to the lineups. So, really interesting. So, like, yeah, some things are going to change, and it seems like Zonai things, the current stuff is going to go away, and the assumable past stuff, which is going to be the Sky Islands, assuming that's, like, a thing from the past, because, like, Skyloft, that's just going to be there in its place. So, interesting. A a little nod on top of the whole Lon Lon Ranch thing where it doesn't seem to be there, but rather you can see it kind of like missing as if it was just floating in the sky. Did we not wait a blood moon? Have I literally went here? I guess I did. Oh well.
That's okay.
Lionel. We gotta find one. Where? I like this one. I think there's more. No, there's ancient ruins over here, because there's Zonai ruins and ancient ruins. Ancient ruins are probably different. Those you can find. There's a little bit on this east coast. There's some like south of the Rito village area in like southern Tabantha. Like it's by that one shrine with the memory where Zelda tries to activate the shrine. Like those are like ancient ruins, just ancient Hyrulean stuff. Not Zonai, from what we know. The narrow bay. Yep. For like lone Lionels, I go to like one of these two. Before we wrap up like the discussion, kind of what to do. Just one like actiony thing. We spontaneously killed a Lionel earlier, but spontaneously kill another. So yeah. I don't know what the Sheikah arms, or not Sheikah arm, but the glowing arm is going to be called. And we're just like assuming everything that's like new is Zonai, because that's just like the biggest prediction. Because that was like the biggest mystery in Breath of the Wild. There was just a lot of these random pillars everywhere, and like the jungle had these weird like serpent statues and boar heads and stuff. And that seems to be playing a much bigger role, because the first trailer had like, you know, all those sort of swirl designs and architecture in the underground area. So possibly linked to Ganon. And then, yeah, with this, there's obviously a lot more of that. The green energy, and also even the head flamethrower attachment and Link's shield. That's just like the heads outside the Farron area. So, yeah. So not Sheikah tech. There'll still be some Sheikah tech. I just don't think the focus will be on it. So I'm pretty interested. So I guess the timeline is that Sheikah tech's newer than a lot of the Zonai stuff. Because Sheikah tech was like 10,000 years ago. A lot of the Zonai stuff could have even been like before, same era, even like slightly apparent in Skyward Sword era without just being in that game. So I don't know. This game's just so detached from everything, so in some ways it's hard to link it back. Because literally like 10,000 years before this game was the first Calamity, and that was still a long time after the other games, because obviously Sheikah technology was between the whole rest of the timeline in those games and the war 10,000 years ago. So also, it's kind of funny, like, it's been 10,000 years, and, like, it's still a very primitive world sort of thing. Like, think about, like, our world, and, like, it took us 5,000 years from the invention of human language to create what we have now. But just from 10,000 years, it goes from advanced technology to just, like, weapons and knight medieval stuff. So it's, like, kind of funny, I guess, in hindsight. Also, I really want to get that guy. He's not close to dead, though, so we are also not using attack boosting stuff. Wish we could talk to Lionels. Well, there's some monster talking ability. Maybe like a monster fortress in the sequel. Just straight up talk to monsters. Why not? Also, we're gonna quickly get him. We're not gonna go too far because I don't want the Lionel's health to. Please, yeah, gain the horn. Yep. It's a bit on the further. Oh no, it's a little bit towards us. So. Please. Oh, he has shock. We're gonna get zapped. Ancient shield. No. Okay. We're just gonna outrun this one. Just barely. Okay. Okay. Stop the regen. Which one do we need? Ow. Barely did anything though, so I'll take it. He stepped on something. Some random poor critter is now dead. We're gonna eat because I don't want to be in this stress situation. Just, yeah, no blinking. Blinking's stressful. There we go. Two more good rounds. Yeah, that should do it. Oh wow, he jumped right over me that time.
Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah, these multi-shots don't really miss. Kind of nice. Bonk. luck. Yeah. Okay, now we can get the horn. Because we need all that stuff, so I'm pretty happy. So I think the horn, yeah. More progress towards 100% with the armors. We got a lot more of the dragon parts this time, though. So that's kind of nice. Savage Lionel sword. We need, like, thorny thing. It's a 90. What did we throw away? I guess just that, because it's... Thunder Spear is really nice, but it's like, do we need it?
Thunder Spears are silly, but you don't really use them that much.
Yeah. We have other damaging spears.
Oops, we dropped something.
But that's like the same damage, but this is electric, so.
You hate spears so much.
I like spears, but I just don't like when they have a long throw. But also just like, I like them, I don't use them enough, sort of thing. I'm weird with them. Let me be weird. Oops. Do I think the Age of Calamity DLC will be good? I'm excited. Zelda's new motorcycle weapon, control a guardian sort of thing. I only watched the trailer once, so I'll have to rewatch it. But yeah, anyways, that comes out Friday. I'm going to be streaming that Saturday on the channel, so that'll be the next thing in terms of live streaming. I don't know when, probably midday. I'll announce it in my Discord within that time. So yeah, feel free to check that out because I'm pretty excited to get into those DLCs. I don't know how many streams it's going to be. Like, at least that one, we kind of play it by ear after that. So yeah, feel free to join the Discord. I'll announce that a little bit in advance. But yeah, that'll be Saturday. And whatever streams we do for the DLC this weekend, I'll let you know, because I'm really looking forward to trying it out. A little something to keep us, you know, waiting for this actual sequel. Just play a little bit of the prequel, pretty much. The off prequel. But yeah, let's save that up. And awesome. Yeah, so just an exciting time to be a fan. So yesterday we got the trailer, the DLC announcement, and that was even a cool trailer too. I only watched it once, but I need to see it again. And then also just, you know, we didn't really get more info on Skyward Sword HD. I thought we would, but it was just another teaser they showed off, and then the Zelda game watching, which is kind of neat. So I'm pretty excited. In the meantime, I'm going to be definitely speculating a lot more on the trailer and mainly breaking down more of like the gameplay mechanics we see and like how the game will play out. So just going off what's shown, what we know about the first game. So probably release some shorter videos about it, like at least one within the next couple of days, because I'm pretty excited. So I want to kind of actually share a more organized version of my thoughts and sort of predictions with that, because, you know, it just seems pretty, well, there's really a lot so about how it can play out, and I have a lot in my mind, so I'm pretty excited to, you know, just look into it more. But yeah, it's basically, I'm happy we got to talk about it more today while just kind of messing around in our master mode save. Almost 85% of the way done, so we'll probably, you know, obviously we do this every single Wednesday, so we'll be doing it next week and the following week, pretty much until we finish it. And by the time we do, hopefully we have even more info on the sequel. Probably do some random stuff every Wednesday until the sequel actually comes out. And pretty much whatever other Zelda things are there too. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty fun summer. And I'm excited for anything that's to be released or announced. So thank you everyone for tuning in. It was really fun today to nerd out about that and finally talk about it more after the direct stream. Vivachi, anything more to say?
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Thank you. It's not my birthday. It's you're a bit off on that one.
Are you sure? Happy half birthday!
You missed my half birthday. That was months ago.
Yeah, I know. We already celebrated your half birthday.
Why do you always do this?
Birthday!
Oh my god.
Happy 34th birthday!
Oh no. Why? Why are you like this?
Would you like some ocarina music?
Ocarina music? Is this gonna be outro music?
Yeah,
Okay.
Outro music.
Okay. Ocarina. That is the best version of Hot Cross Buns I've heard.
I'm playing your outro.
Outro?
Bum, bum.
Oh, my outro. It's actually gonna play in a second. Okay. Well, that's it. Thank you for tuning in, guys. She's just gonna meme out until the end anyways. And that could be another 10 hours. So thanks for watching. It was really great. Have something out soon and a stream Saturday. So it'll be awesome. And I hope to see you all soon. Have a good night, guys.